Hi guys, it is Aoife from Fred Weasley Died Laughing, and I am here to do my Cosy reading night vlog. So tonight is the summer Cosy reading night hosted by Lauren over at Lauren in the Books. I will link everything to do with her below. And I'm really excited. I literally was thinking about this all week. Like yesterday was Friday obviously, and it was just, I don't know, I was just like really excited to just have a Cosy reading night. So I have loads of stuff that I want to read, but first of all I will show you the snacks I have. So I went shopping earlier and I got some of my favourite snacks. So I have some onion rings, Lidl's Best, which are like my kryptonite, which I've talked about before, and as you can see I've already snuck into these. Have some pistachios as well if I'm feeling for some pistachios. Haven't opened these, wouldn't eat all of them obviously because it's a very big pack, but these are really nice just to nibble on. And then I also have some fruit and nut chocolate, which I've also gotten into. I was horse riding earlier and I came home and I was absolutely starving, but it was a little bit early to have dinner and I needed to have a shower and stuff, so I ended up snacking a little bit on these, you know. And then also here I have a big glass of orange squash, a little bit too much squash than water. I definitely didn't put enough water in it, but sure, a bit of sweetness never harmed anyone. 5 minutes later and I spilled it all. Yay! I'll talk to you about the books I'm planning to read during this evening for the next 3 hours, I think. 2 hours? I feel like it's 3 hours. I can't remember. Probably more for me, to be honest. So I'll get started with what I am really looking forward to, which I'm going to try and get at least halfway through tonight. That is Fully Functioning Human by Melanie Murphy. Or Fully Functioning Human Almost by Melanie Murphy. Melanie Murphy, if people don't know, is a YouTuber. She's an Irish YouTuber, and her book is actually coming out. It's not out till the 24th, and I got it today, which is a Saturday, which is really weird because I pre-ordered this. I didn't get this from the publishers. I pre-ordered it because I really wanted to read it, because I really like Melanie Murphy, and I don't normally read YouTuber books. I'm not really a fan of them, but there's just something about Melanie that she is just so infectious and lovely, and just the stuff she talks about is so poignant and amazing that I wanted to read her book. And I've gotten like a little bit in. I haven't read that much, only the first couple of chapters, and already I'm really impressed with what she's talking about. It's definitely one of those books that's aimed for a slightly older audience, which I'm so happy about, because that's what I kind of didn't like about Carrie's book, because that was aimed for if you ask me, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, where this is definitely for the older teenage audience, and even towards the, you know, early 20s and stuff like that. So she's only a couple of years older than me, so far I'm already really just getting along with what she's saying, and I'm really relating to a lot of it. I'm also making my way through The Passage by Justin Cronin, which is a really hefty book. I am buddy reading this with Sam over at Sam's Nonsense, and I am this far. I am, I think it's 330 pages, so I still have quite a little bit of way to go because it's like 1,000 pages, but I'm really enjoying it, so I think I might get another couple of chapters read of this, even though the chapters in this are quite long, so I will see. I'm also going to try and make my way through A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This is actually a book I'm reading, or a graphic novel I'm reading for a Facebook book club that I'm part of, which Lauren from Lauren in the Books is also part of. She runs it, so I'm really excited to finally read this, because obviously this is really hyped, and I haven't seen the movie or anything. I'm going to watch the movie at some point this week after I finish the novel, or the graphic novel I should say, and yeah, so I'm really excited to get on with this and see what it's like, see what all the fuss is about. I also have some other stuff here that is not books but also reading material. These are the magazines, my 3 magazines that I currently need to read. So this is what I'm reading at the moment, which is the Eurodog. As you can see, this is actually the August edition, so I still need to get the September one, which came out a couple of weeks ago I think. So yeah, I love this, just for all my doggy knowledge. Then I also have the August edition of Stellar, or issue I should say. See Demi Lovato the front. This is an Irish magazine that I read. This is like a women's magazine, fashion and stuff, so this is my my go-to fashion and makeup and stuff. And then also this one, World of Animals. I've talked about this before in I think it's Friday Reads, when I was doing what's it called, vlogging during Christmas, which I can't remember the proper name of, but yeah, so as I said before, this is kind of like Planet Earth, but a magazine, and it is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be reading this. You can see The pictures in these magazines are absolutely stunning. Like, look at that. Wow. So I love this magazine. I really recommend it to everyone who likes animals because the amount of work that's put into this magazine is amazing. The photo quality is amazing. So I might read a little bit of this tonight as well. So it is 2 minutes past 7. As you can see here, my Tome Topo vlog is uploading. It's almost done. And I'm going to get started. So what will I read first? I am going to read Fully Functioning Human Almost first. And I can't wait to get into it. So I will check in with you guys later. Before I start, I think I will also put a candle on. If you can see this one, this is Moroccan Amber. This is one I got in Pennies, or Primark as it is known in the States and the UK. But it's just plain old Pennies in Ireland. So I'm going to put that on. There's only like a little bit of it left, so this might be the end run for it, I don't know. And Tom is in there. If anyone used to watch my old videos, you guys will know Tom, the fish. He always used to appear in the background of all my other videos beside my other bookshelf, which is here. And really, really messy, as you can see. I just throw everything onto the shelf now because it's not the one that I use for my videos, so it just gets all the books I need to read, and yeah. Hi guys, it is 9 o'clock and I am just finishing up the parts I'm reading in Fully Functioning Human Almost by Melanie Murphy. I got to 130 pages, so I'm just almost at the end of her bit about food and her body, and I've really enjoyed this so far. There's just so much about Melanie that I really relate to, just her talking about her relationship with social media and media culture, and a lot of the stuff, like, she has suffered from a lot of eating disorders, and she talks really honestly about them. And I've never suffered from an eating disorder, but I was very close to suffering from one when I was about 16, and luckily my family realised what was going on and managed to stop it before it got too bad. But there was a lot of this that she was talking about when she was younger and about her body and what she was doing to it that just really related to me. And even her talk about when she got a little bit bigger, because at this moment in time I'm the heaviest I've ever been, and I'm not, like, I'm just an average sized person. Like, I wouldn't say I'm terribly overweight. I definitely could be thinner, but I'm more or less just very average. And just the stuff she was saying in it just kind of makes you feel so much better about yourself, like the stuff that she's been through, and you can say, well, you know, if she's been through this and she looks as great as she does now and she's really fit and healthy, I can be that too. And yeah, so I just really like this, and I'll talk a lot more about it when I do my review, which will probably be up before this vlog is up, so I will link it up somewhere below. But I'll just get into, like, all that, how I related to it and stuff like that about that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this, so I'm just going to put this down for a while because it is 9 o'clock. I got distracted for about half an hour and went on Twitter and YouTube because my Tome Topo vlog went up, and I ended up watching that again just to make sure that it was okay, even though it was already public. So if it wasn't okay, people had probably already seen whatever it was that wasn't okay. But yeah, I sometimes do that once it actually goes live. I end up watching it again just to double check that everything is okay. But yeah, so that happened and I got distracted for a while. As you can see, I'm in my snuggie. Actually I'm kind of warm now because I think my mum put the heating on. But I was a bit cold earlier, so I put this on. I'm gonna go and read a little bit of a Monster Calls now, and get into that, and I'll update you guys in a while. And I have my cup of tea in my Marauders mug. It's like a huge mug, which I love. And I got a little slice of cake. I haven't actually eaten any of my snacks, you can see them over there, because I had my dinner right before this started and I am still full from that. But I have this little slice of strawberry and white chocolate cake and I'm going to give that a go. Just picked it up in Lidl today just because I wanted to see what it was like. And we have a visitor. Who's that? Who's that? Desi. Hey? Yeah, you're a good boy, aren't you? Hey, you my buddy? Are you my buddy for this? Yeah. Where's your chicken? Where's your chicken? Or your... What's this? What's this? Desi likes to bring his toys up to my room and then he leaves them here. And then I don't realise that they're there and then I find them tucked behind something at some point. Don't want your bone? You don't want it? Okay, I'll put it there for you. No. You're not into playing? You're not into playing today? You just want to relax? Okay. He might be tired. He had a walk earlier. And he did lots of running, didn't you, my darling? You did. Okay. We will get back to tea and cake. And graphic novel. Okay. Hi guys, it is 22:40, so 20 to 11, and Cozy Reading Night technically ended at 10, but I kept reading. I got a bit distracted again by YouTube, but yeah, I have finished Monsters Calls, and it was really, really good. I think I'll give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I think I did really, really enjoy it, and the last couple of pages were really emotional, but it didn't like hit me as hard as it has hit other people, and I think that might be because I've been extremely lucky in my life so far to not lose someone extremely close to me in this way. So I have no kind of like real life experiences to really relate this story to, the way a lot of people do. But I do still think it was a very beautiful story and a really, really clever story. And I did really, really enjoy it, as you can see, because I read it all in one go. So yeah, I really did like this. So I haven't read anything else. I didn't read my magazines, didn't read any of the Passage. Don't know if I will before I go to bed. I don't know. I might just end up watching some YouTube or on Netflix. We will see. But thank you guys for watching this vlog. I hope you guys, if you guys joined in Cozy Reading Night, you had a really lovely cozy reading night. And I will see you guys again next time.